Hi angels, it's Haley Reese and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited that you are here and I hope that you are having an absolutely fantastic morning, afternoon, or night, whatever it is for you when this video finally reaches you. Today's video is a spooky one. We are going to be diving into yet another babysitting story, except this time it's tied in with the paranormal, which reminds me a lot of the start of my channel because if you guys are new here, you may not know this, but I babysat a possessed child and that was my very first paranormal story here on my channel. And whew, as you guys know, I've had a lot of stories, but that one is insane to me to this day. So I thought, why not share with you guys yet another paranormal babysitting story that is also true. Before we get into today's video, I just want to remind you guys that from now until Christmas, my crystal shop, Crystal Clarity, is having a 25% off sale of everything. That means our manifestation kits, our love kits, our car protection kits, our anxiety kits. There are so many kits. If I list them all, I'll be sitting here forever. And also our candles, which by the way, I'll do a whole video on this, but I ended up burning one of my money candles before I even listed it on our store. An unexpected money came to me. But I thought that I would let you guys know that there is a sale, 25% off from now until Christmas, and all you have to do is insert the code HOLIDAY at checkout. But yeah, I thought I would share that with you guys because I'm really passionate about Crystal Clarity, and each and every kit is made by myself and Mama Reese, and they are just made with so much love and positive intentions and energies. And every crystal is packaged with love and positive intention and energies. So I will have that linked in my description box. And without further ado, let's get into today's story. So today's story has to do with a girl named Leah, and at the time of this story, Leah was just 16 years old. Now, like many people, Leah was making some extra money at this particular time in her life by babysitting. I feel like that's so common. If it's not where you guys live, let me know. I mean, there's babysitters everywhere, but growing up for me, babysitting was like the first job a lot of us had, and I took mine very serious. But on one particular evening, Leah was asked if she could babysit her mom's friend's kids. Now, this mom's friend wasn't a close friend of her mom. It was someone that her mom had known from work, but they weren't super close, so the mom didn't know every single detail of said friend's life. Leah was told, though, that she'd be babysitting one kid for this set price and that Leah would only have to make dinner for the child and then put the kid to bed, and she could watch TV and hang out until the parents got home. So Leah was like, heck yes, I want this job, and decided to take the opportunity. Now, Leah said when she first came into the house, the home was homey. I feel like the older I get, the more that I realize how different a home is from just like a home and a homey home, but Leah described it as homey. And this is important in this story because there was nothing off or creepy or odd about this home. The parents introduced her to the son that she was going to be babysitting, and they told her what time they'd be home around, and they headed out the door. Now, this son was super excited to have a babysitter because his parents had told him, hey, you can play as much video games as you want while the babysitter's here, as long as you're on your best behavior and you eat your dinner and you brush your teeth and tidy up and go to bed. So Leah came in and they kind of got settled with one another, and he said, hey, my parents said I could play video games, and she's like, okay, cool, go ahead, I'm gonna make some food for us. So she threw the frozen pizza into the oven and was making the food. And that's when a teenager that looked to be around Leah's age walked into the kitchen. Now, Leah said she was automatically stunned by seeing this teenager walk into the kitchen. And she said, who are you? Like, she was entirely confused, a little freaked out, but it also felt so natural. And the other son had looked back towards Leah and didn't seem alarmed or like anything was out of the ordinary. So this individual replies to Leah saying that his name is Lincoln. And Leah asks Lincoln, "Who are you?" And Lincoln says that he is the oldest son of the people that she is babysitting for, and he just wants to kind of hang out. This kind of threw Leah off for a number of reasons because he looked to be about her age, but on top of that, they hadn't mentioned that there was another kid. She was under the impression that she was just going to be babysitting the child that was in the living room playing the video games. So she asked Lincoln, "How old are you?" To which Lincoln replied, 15. Leah was a little bit thrown off, but Lincoln walked over to the island, pulled out the chair and sat down, and the two of them just started having conversations. Now, the one reason that this felt so strange to her was because, number one, they hadn't told her that they had another son, but also, if he was 15 and she was just 16, clearly he could have watched his younger brother, and there was really no reason for Leah to be there, which led her to start thinking that maybe something was off with him, that maybe he wasn't responsible, or there was a reason he wasn't supposed to watch the younger brother. But nonetheless, the two were talking. He was talking a lot about his childhood and his parents and how much he loved them and all of the above. And Leah was just making food, yapping away, while the son was playing video games with his headphones on. Dinner is made and Leah starts setting plates, and the boy tells her, or the teenager tells her, "Hey, I'm not hungry. I'm gonna head to bed. We'll chat more later." So Leah only puts 2 plates out and puts down a piece of pizza for the kid and for herself, and the two of them eat dinner. Leah ends up asking the boy, "Hey, your brother Lincoln, like, what's up with him?" And the boy got a little bit weird and basically just said to Leah, "He's my brother. What do you mean?" And Leah realized that there was something odd about it, but again, she thought maybe something was off with the family dynamic because he should probably be watching his brother. So she let it go. The two ate the pizza and the child was put to bed. Into the evening, Lincoln comes into the room yet again and starts talking to Leah. And the two of them are just having a casual conversation. And then once again, Lincoln gets up and says, "I'm gonna head to bed. It was really nice to have someone to talk to." Now, Leah said that the way that he said that really struck a chord with her. She was like, does he not talk to his family? Like, why is he not babysitting? And why is he saying it's nice to have someone to talk to? So the parents ended up returning home and they asked her how the evening went. Leah proceeded to tell them that the evening went great, that the kid was awesome, he ate his food, he cleaned up, he went to bed. But she actually decided to ask them who Lincoln was and why he didn't watch his younger brother. Both of the parents turned white as a ghost, no pun intended, looked to each other and looked back at Leah almost as if they were going to be sick. And they said, "What are you talking about? Did our child say something?" So Leah proceeds to tell them the story, and they say, "I know it's late, but can you come into the living room and can we tell you something?" They proceeded to tell Leah that their son had passed away 9 years ago and that he would be turning 15 this year. That they didn't mention him because he had crossed on, and that it was a really sensitive subject for their youngest son. The mom started bawling her eyes out and telling her that they were absolutely shocked to hear this, but also they believed it because she always felt like he was around. She always felt like he was in that home. And to see how normal he was in spirit with her gives her hope that he's there living day to day with them. And I have chills saying this right now. Like, this is so crazy. But basically, she found out she was in fact only babysitting one kid, and that their oldest son, Lincoln, showed up in the form of the age he would be at that time. And because Leah was open to it, he had a normal conversation with her, which is so crazy because I often think about how nuts it must be for the spirits that meet Lana on a day-to-day basis to just have real conversations and to have their thoughts and feelings validated. But this story was so crazy. It's obviously a beautiful story. Lincoln is there with his family. He was able to make connection with the babysitter. It all tied in and made sense in the end. But I think it's chilling as well. And it goes to show that who we encounter on a day-to-day basis outside of our inner circles could very well be an angel from above or a spirit. You'll never truly know unless you get that confirmation. Well, you guys, that is it for today's video. I would love to know your thoughts and theories down below. Make sure you guys comment what you thought about this. I love reading through all of the things that you guys think in these stories. You guys have awesome thoughts, so please do. And that is it for today's video. If you guys are new to my channel or you are just not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my content, I would seriously love it more than anything if you go ahead and click that subscribe button. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, I love you.